Alright, are we ready to shoot, Jimmy? We are? Okay. Alright, folks, well, Amazon, let me close the door on the Monster CX9. Amazon, the year-round Santa Claus for the RC modeler, came. So, take a quick peek at what I got here. Alright. First of all, there's my motor, a new motor. It's got the original pinion gear on it. That's my Axial SCX10II 55 Ford F100 transmission. Ready to run, except it's missing 2 bearings. Which brings me to this item, the first item from our Amazon haul. Alright, are we going to get any focusing on this? You know, folks, you must be getting tired of hearing me talk about the focusing on the camera on the videos, so I'm going to stop that right now. Alright, what's it say? Durability, precision, ball bearings, fasteners from, looks like it's TRBRC. Let's grab this. So I blew out, there's 2 bearings on the drive shaft, which connect to the spur gear. It does say TRBRC. And those got rusty. And of course I continued to drive. I didn't know they were rusty, so I continued to drive like a bat out of hell. And at the end of one crawl video, I was doing some donuts, and at that point the rusted and nearly seized up bearings did seize up all the way, and they said, we've had enough of this, and the bearings exploded. I know that because I found a lot of mangled parts that used to be bearings and bearing housing and whatnot. I found those inside the transmission. So I went online and at Amazon, thank goodness, because my local hobby shops just don't have this stuff in stock right now. Anyway, they had exactly what I needed. See what it says on the back. Anything? Oh, this is oh cool. Okay, check this out. The company's in Redding, California. See that? You could see that if it was to FOCUS. Come on, really? Finally, TRBRC. This camera, my cell phone video camera, it's like my nemesis. You know, like Batman and Robin's nemesis is the penguin. Well, RC Aviation and Crawling channel nemesis is this phone. Not one to focus. Anyway, this comes from TRBRC. They're in Redding, California. Okay, now first of all, I like that I'm buying from an American company. Granted, the product is probably made in China, but it's an American company. I really like that. So I'm gonna look for a website for them and see what else good stuff they got. Okay, so anyway, so they had the bearings that I need. And look, you can see they come. Look at that. They come packaged in a nice little case, if you will, a little tube. All right, so we're gonna look at Jimmy while I tear the top of this off with my teeth. Jimmy boy, look at that schnoz. Look at that schnoz. Oh, it's a schnoz and a half. All right. Yeah. All right. Spitting out pieces. You might hear that. All right. Let me put this on pause for a second so I can open up the dang package with 2 hands. All right, folks. Well, you get some stickers. And my truck, she could use a little sticker action on her. So I'm going to put these on here. If the bearings are good, and I have no reason to doubt, and the reviews are good and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these stickers on the truck. That'll be cool. I've always loved stickers ever since I was a little kid. Who doesn't, right? All right, and then here they are. Look, it comes in a nice little tube to keep them protected and keep them from getting lost and everything like that. It looks like it's a screw top. Can I do this one-handed? I can. What an amazing guy. Here we go. Cap off. No, it doesn't screw. It's a pop-off. Isn't it? Yeah, it's a pop-off. Well, I can do that one-handed too. All right. Okay, the first thing I say to myself is don't let the bearings fall out and get lost in between the cracks in the seat. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is what? I'm going to put the bearings down. I'm going to pick up Jimmy's water dish that he uses in the car with lid. I'm going to kind of prop that up like that. We've got another item here, folks. And this is the... Well, I'm very excited about these bearings because it gets my truck from being down and out and disabled in the RC Crawler garage to being ready to run in a matter of 20 minutes. And when I get done with this video, she ought to be ready to run within about 20 minutes or less after I finish this video. Anyway, we'll come back to that big package in a minute because I'm really extra excited about that. In addition to getting the Axial running with her new bearings. Okay, so, so I'll put this little tube down here. This is just fantastic because they give you what you need. All right, so that's the larger bearing that goes inside this transmission here. And again, if I lose any of these down in the cracks in the seat, I'm gonna have to. There we go. So you get 2 of these, which is the large bearing, which fits the transmission. I already know just by looking at them. And then these are the ones that I blew. These little guys here. Okay. And there's 2 on the drive shaft. One towards one end and one towards the other end. But that's the one that I blew. The one's center screen, the little one's there. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna get those babies installed. I'm gonna get 2 of these babies installed in there fast as soon as I finish this video. Okay. So now let me put my beloved bearings, back in the tube, shall we? See if we can scoop them. Scoop them up. Go, go, go. We can do this. We can do this. One-handed video production, as usual. Oh, just about got it. In. Yeah, those things feel, they're rubber sealed. I should have showed that, but they're rubber sealed. Oh, let's show it. There we go. They're rubber sealed, like that. And they got some weight to them, and they look and feel really, what? They feel like they could be very good bearings. All right, let's put the cap back on here, like this. It's amazing what you can learn to do for video production when you got one hand on the camera. Okay, so what else? Oh, okay, now we're gonna put this. Actually, what we're gonna do is put this on Jimmy again. I've got my little. Where did I put my little box? Oh, here we go. In addition to using a container like this for Jimmy's water, I use one for my hobby stuff. It's got a tight-fitting lid, and look, I got my tools and all my cool stuff in there like that. So I'll go ahead and throw this stuff in there while I'm at it. Now here's the aftermarket one that I couldn't figure out how the heck it's supposed to fit. There was extra parts in this kit that weren't on the stock transmission, and there was parts on the stock transmission that weren't in the kit. So anyway, not quite sure about that. We'll go ahead and I'm not going to put the motor in here because all the washers and screws and stuff will stick to the magnet. We'll just set that there, and we'll put this here. Not that I really need to be explaining all this. Oh, there goes the motor. All right, so there's the motor. Boom, bearings. Okay, everything's secure. Okay, here's the fun one. All right, here we go. Now, here's my mall in the Mazda CX-9 mobile RC airplane hangar and crawler garage. There's me right there wearing my piloting hat. Okay, my point was, okay, so I got this mall, second one I've had in my life. The first mall I flew with a DX6E, and this second mall, I went to Hobby Zone in the Seattle area to get another DX6E to fly this one, to save money, because I'm retired. I don't have a lot of income, but they didn't have a DX6E in stock. They didn't have one, and I said, well, what do you have that's the next model up from there? And ultimately, from a little bit of information from the guy at Hobbytown, and mostly from just looking at the box and reading it, and that's all. I ended up with an NX6. There, you can just see the box there. I ended up with that NX6, and so boy, oh boy, the upgrade from a DX6E to the NX6 for the small, sweet! I am so glad I spent the extra money to do that. So in that vein, reach here. I've got my crawler up the front seat here, ready to be worked on. In that vein, my SCX10II baby blue Ford pickup F100. That's her that's her RTF radio. Same RTF radio I've used with a lot of Spectrum crawlers, and there's not a darn thing wrong with this radio, in my opinion. Not a darn thing wrong with this RTF radio. I'd say it's decent. I'd say the camera won't focus. There we go. At any rate, so there's nothing wrong with it, but I decided that since, in my opinion, at least for me, the Maul's kind of an A#1 airplane for me. It's my single favorite foamy airplane in the world. So I thought, well, I've got an A#1 airplane, and I can't get the DX6E economy radio, so let's get a #1 radio to go with the #1 airplane. I think it's appropriate, so I got the NX6. So here, same thing. I got my baby blue Axial SCX10II. She just keeps getting better all the time. I painted her. I installed the winch I haven't used it yet, but that's what's in the bag. Something had to do with the winch. Anyway, again, that truck for me is an A1 truck, so I thought I ought to upgrade to an A1 transmitter for that truck. And I'll move this over. By the way, if you saw my videos about this, this is actually meant to fit an Axial. It won't fit, can I start over, take two? This thumb steering deal here, attachment, is actually made to fit a Traxxas transmitter wheel, which is smaller than this one. Therefore, in order to make this one work, you got to bend the metal part out and secure it with zip ties. It works fine. It looks good enough. But anyway, I just thought I'd explain that it doesn't actually fit this transmitter, but you can easily adapt it to fit. All right, so anyway, I thought, okay, A1 truck, in my opinion, with my Axial SCX10II, upgraded to an A1 radio with my A1 mall airplane. So I thought, let's upgrade to an A1 radio, at least for me, within my budget, for an A1 crawler. All right, so let's put this one here. We'll just leave it here for comparison. All right, so that, folks, could have something to do with what's in here. It could. What I just said, all that babbling I just did, it could. There's the possibility it could have something to do with what's in here. And again, you know from the title what's in here. I don't know why I'm pretending to, be suspenseful about it or something. But anyway, there it is. It's DX6. Can I start over? It's a DX5C. Now, I don't know what the C stands for. Does it stand for crawler? Does it stand for crazy? I don't know what it stands for, but there it is. DX5C Spectrum. Now, it has the smart logo on the picture of the transmitter. Can we get a focus? Way out now. Folks, this phone, there we go. This camera is becoming a character in my videos. Like I said, a nemesis. Anyway, it's got the smart logo, center screen, little orange logo, but it doesn't say anything about being smart. Wait a minute. I didn't realize this. Okay, I was sitting there, telling you all about the smart logo there, center screen. I was telling you about that, and then I just happened to wander. My eyes wandered over to here to where it says includes. And now look what it says. Includes transmitter. Okay, I figured on that. Also includes an SR6100AT receiver. See that? I didn't know this transmitter came with a receiver when I bought it for $350. Comes with an SR6100AT receiver. Ooh! I'm assuming it's probably better than my stock receiver. That's number one. Number two, now, I think the reason that it has the smart logo is I think this is a smart transmitter, just like the DX6 is a smart transmitter. Excuse me, just like my new NX6 is a quote-unquote smart transmitter, capable of smart functions. In the case of my aircraft transmitter, NX6, you have to buy the smart receiver to work with that smart transmitter to get all the features of the smart transmitter. Well, I suspect that that's the same case here. But I don't have to spend $80 to buy a receiver to go with it. The ground smart receiver comes with the radio, apparently. Okay, wow. I was already pretty excited. Now I'm getting more excited. All right, here we go. Bag off. Can you grab the end of this bag, Jimmy, and bite it? You cannot? All right, then. You're busy. I'll use my foot. Using my foot. All right, get this bag out here. Oh, never mind. I got all excited and made a big old, spiel about how excited that I was about getting the receiver, and it actually says transmitter only version, receivers not included. Okay, well I can upgrade to that just like with my smart NX6. Okay, that's cool. All right, so there's the box, sharp and zippy looking as always. Definitely got the smart logo there, and the DSMR. Yes. Now I think my color's only 2 channels, steering and throttle. So what I'm going to be doing with all 5 channels, I don't know. The main reason I got this, 50% of the reason I got this is it's got an auxiliary channel, which will work with my winch servo and my winch that I recently put in the truck. So this is 5 channel. What else does the box say? Let us look and see. Okay, that's the end we already looked at. That's the end piece we already looked at. So, I just turned on the light back off. Okay, so there it just shows you what the screen looks like. Oh, it's no screen on this. No screen on this. Screen. Okay, and I wonder if the wheel's the same size as before, probably. It's got a padded wheel. It's a small thing, but yeah, they all add up. There's the receiver, the smart receiver, because it's got the smart logo on it. That's the AVC. Well, it's got that automatic vehicle control, which I don't want in any way, shape, or form. I believe that's what it stands for, automatic vehicle control. It does stand for something like that, because I looked into it a little bit. So I'm not interested in that, but hey, if somebody wants it, there it is. That's cool. Okay, so I think that's the smart transmitter that you don't get, but that's what you buy to get all the features off the radio, which I will get, but not right now. Okay, so that's the back. End of this end of the box. Nothing of interest there. Okay, let's open this sucker up. Open this sucker up. Jimmy, you getting thirsty? Hungry? Well, you're always hungry. All right. Okay, so let's. Oh, here we go. We got the opening up situation here. Oh gosh. So the way things are is I could be running this truck today with the new radio, testing out the new radio, and testing out the new winch. Theoretically, that's what could happen. Beginning that process to get me to that point today will begin as soon as I finish this video. And we'll see. We'll see how far we get on it today, but if it isn't today, it'll be tomorrow that I'll be running the truck and the winch, I hope. Alright, so you got this really nicely boxed in here. You got all kinds of, oh, I see, you're supposed to slip the whole thing out, it looks like to me. See, little finger holes here. Put your fingers in the holes. Hope there's not a snake in there. Snake! Oh, let's see, what are we doing? It's supposed to slide out. Do this one-handed. We can do it. Ready? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Alright, get the foot involved. Foot involved. Foot involvement. Okie dokie. Alright, put the box in the back. Back around. Alright. Whoa. Pretty manual. It's another thing. Well, anyway, I've mentioned in previous videos about my Axial SCX10II how much I love their manual. It's just fantastic. In fact, the manual is the reason I was able to figure out it was the disintegrated bearings that was wrong with my truck. Okay, there's the manual. And here's this. What do you think, Jimmy? Are you pretty excited to see this? Are you pretty excited to see this unboxing? Look, he's looking away from it, showing his total disinterest. Okay. All right, take that off. And let's see. Yep, I got that packaged in there pretty good. How do we get it unpackaged? Oh, it looks like it's pretty simple. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's just tape here, so let's go through this tape. There you go. Alright. Okay, now. Whoa, this thing feels. Get the cardboard out of the way. Woohoo! Out of the way. Alright. Alright, so. Put it down here like that. Super nice. Okay, here we go. It's in the bag, so let's get it out of the bag. Can't see much of the bag. Here we go. Alright, so let's do this. Let's put this like this. And let's stand this up like this. Let's stand up this like this. Alright. So the VX5C is quite a bit taller. And the handle's thicker. And it's just this part up here is bigger. Okay, and I'm not sure. Oh, that's a sticker that shows you where your power is. That's your power button right there. Then you got two assignable buttons here that when you hold them on, they're on, and when you hold them off, when you let go, they're off. And that's, as from watching the videos, that's I will assign those switches to my auxiliary channel, which will be my winch. And press one and hold it, and it'll winch in, and press the other one and hold it, it'll winch out. There's your trigger. Okay. Base is about the base is actually the base is actually a little smaller than on the STX2 or TF. Okay, and then you got this. Oh, this is actually a rubbery kind of a grip. Hey, that's nice. Oh, that feels really nice, folks. On the back of that, it's a rubbery grip. You can really. That makes a difference. It's actually gonna make a big difference on how comfortable it is to hold this and how steady I can hold it. You know, that's really cool. Okay, we got another switch here. What is this? Well, that's a lock. Center screen, that's a lock to lock the trigger. Hey, that's a good idea. Lock the trigger so you don't hit it accidentally. We've got some switches up here. A, B, and a C. Okay. All right. Now, you pop this open. I know from the videos I watched, you pop off that little hatch that's right there, and there's a couple of plugins there. I think for uploading things to a computer, what do you call it, updating or whatever. And I think there's another something else that plugs in there, so we'll find out a little bit later. But yeah. Okay, now here, this is so cool. It's like the NX6. You got the roller wheel there for to scroll through your menu screens and stuff like that, right? And it is just like the NX6. You got a back bar, got a back bar, got a clear bar, got a roller dealio, so you can scroll through menus on the screen. I like that. Okay, there's the screen. Not wanting to focus. All right then. Really? Are you serious? All right then. Well, there's nothing to see on the screen right now, but in the near future, I'll do a video showing what's on the screen and whatnot. But there's a lot of good videos about that already that are really, really good. Okay, so that's it, folks, and the batteries go down in there, obviously. So that is it. All right. So new transmitter, new gears. All right, so I'm gonna take my dog Jimmy outside and see what he needs, if anything, and then we'll get the truck gears. Excuse me, I'll get the truck bearings put in the truck. Test to see that the transmission and everything else is working as it should. Then I'll go ahead and bind. Then I'll go ahead and bind the new radio and the truck together. Yep, I'll do that. Bind the new radio and the truck together. Program the radio, including the auxiliary switch program to operate the winch servo. And I got to reinstall part of the winch servo housing for the cable. After I do that, it's video time, folks. It's crawling time. Demo the new radio, demo the new winch, and stuff like that. All right, so either today or tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your views, your comments, your content, all good stuff. I say that at the end of every video, but it's just a great hobby with great people. So sorry, can't say too much. All right, Jimmy says we're going to sign off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.